here at Peak Performance in New York City with Joe Dowdell, and he just gave me the program that I'm going to be doing for the Urbanathlon. And so this is just the first 4 weeks. But Joe, just a quick little outline. We've got 3 days of strength training and 3 days of energy system training, not cardio, energy system training. I like it. And so can you just elaborate a little bit about the insight to it?
Sure. The first 4 weeks, what we based everything off of was a functional movement screen and an IMET test, as well as a health history questionnaire, and also looking at her body fat measurements, things like that. So the first 4 weeks really is like a structural rebalance portion of the program. Fortunately for us, Sarah actually did very well on her FMS. She actually did very well on her IMET score.
Finding my IMET score was an interesting experience. I had to run on a treadmill while wearing this contraption, and they measured my heart rate.
That's someone who's very aerobically fit.
Okay. So you're saying I'm aerobically fit?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So we're doing a little bit of just like general mobility work because there wasn't really many issues in terms of her flexibility. And we're actually doing a couple of central nervous system activation drills to get her sort of primed for the workout. And she's going to do our strength training session, which is total body.
The first exercise for my strength training program is the split squat. I'm not using any weights seen here, but for my program, I will be using 15-pound dumbbells in each hand. You want to make sure that you're on the ball of the back foot and your torso is straight up and down, coming straight down, pressing through the front heel, squeezing through the glute as you come back. Aim to complete 10 to 12 repetitions. Rest for 45 seconds and then move right on to the single arm dumbbell row. For this move, you want to keep your elbow in close by your side and pull that 20-pound dumbbell in an arcing motion so that the weight ends up close by your hip bone, kind of parallel with your belly button. So you want to keep your abs engaged, your back straight, your hips square. That's really important. And bring back that dumbbell so that, again, it reaches right by your hip. And bring it back for a count of 1. And when we lift up, we're actually going to bring it up for a count of 2. So when you come 1, 2, hold, let it down in one motion. And so I wasn't bringing it down as fast as I should have, but then again, here I am learning. So this is an amazing move. You're going to aim to do 10 to 12 repetitions. Here, like I said, I'm using 20 pounds. And after this move, I'm going to rest for 45 seconds, return back to this split squat for another set, then rest for 45 seconds, go back into the single arm dumbbell row, and repeat that one more time for 3 sets. The next move is the dumbbell Romanian deadlift. So you want to start with your feet shoulder width distance apart. I'm using 25-pound dumbbells in each hand. Start with a lighter weight if you're a beginner. Engage your core. Lower down, feel a stretch in your hamstrings, breathe out and lift back up for a count of 1. You want to lower for a slow count of 3 and then come on right back up. You're going to rest for 45 seconds and then move on to the push-up. Joe originally had me doing a power rack push-up because he didn't think I could do a real one. So I had to prove him wrong, and I did 12 full push-ups. So if you're new, instead of doing a modified on your knees, use a power rack instead so that you have that full extension in your back. Joe is impressed by my achievement. Next, you're going to move to a single dumbbell curl to shoulder press. Here I'm using 15 pounds. However, when I went and did this exercise routine on my own, I used 12.5. I'm hoping to move up to the 15s next week. However, for this exercise, you're going to pull the dumbbells in with your palms facing up towards the sky. Rotate those palms so they're facing one another and push up overhead. Lower back down in the same fashion. Now, this is important to be sitting down on the bench. That way, your back is not going to tire out before the rest of your body by the end of the workout. Rest for 45 seconds and then move on to lateral mini band walks. You're going to do this with the green band right below your kneecaps, and you're going to aim to do about 15 steps in each direction. Rest for 45 seconds, and then you're going to go back to the seated dumbbell curl with a shoulder press. Rest for 45 seconds, and repeat back. Lastly is the plank. You're going to aim to do 3 sets, resting for 45 to a minute in between each set, and aim to hold the plank between 30 and 60 seconds. Make sure you engage your glutes and press through your heels, and that's a wrap.
And the energy system training programs are going to alternate from a medium intensity on Tuesdays and Thursday to a high intensity on Thursday, medium intensity Tuesday, high intensity on Thursday, and then Saturdays will be a longer recovery workout. The goal will be that in the end of about 16 weeks, 10 to 12 mile urban athlon events, New York, Chicago, and San Fran.
Which is a little nerve-wracking thinking about that, but hopefully you guys can check out my program right here on crushingthecourse.com and check in regularly to get some updates. We're going to be coming back, meeting with Joe in a few more weeks, and I challenge you guys to follow along with me at home, and leave a question down below. Bye.
Cheers.